Rajdeep, let's face it, you haven't recovered from the shock that Modi managed to survive you and your colleagues, who did all you could for 12 long years. You've been a friend. I have watched your programs. And believe you me, had you guys not gone overboard in demonizing him, and you say he doesn't answer questions. What is the most profound questions you ever asked him? Topi kyun nahi pehni? Wo jo Musalman ne di thi. You never, it was left for me to point out, on that very same dais, the man came with a topi and a green dushala with Islamic kalma. Modi said, don't put topi, give me that green Islamic kalma wali shawl. He wore it. You never said that. You only said, topi kyun nahi pehni, proving that you're anti-Muslim. This is the most profound question you've ever asked, and these is the kind of questions that you went on. And you can't stomach the fact that he survived all of you and is now maintaining a safe distance, because you had no questions. If you had questions, there's no way that he wouldn't be willing to answer. Even with me, you've called me sold out, this, that, and the other. I say, challenge me on facts. Tell me, I have obviously, in a 400-page book, I cannot cover everything under the sun, but challenge me on facts that I have presented. Is there any lie there? Whereas I can tell you, in your presentation, there were a lot of lies manufactured over years, banalities, stupidities, of the kind that I started puking. One of the reasons, as I said, this book was written as a course correction. In that sense, you can say, because it's a book of course correction, it's a book of saying, enough of your lying. Let's have the truth. For example, did you ever tell the people on your television channel that Modi had called the army the very first day, on 28th itself? The first violence takes place around noon. The first 3 to be killed are Hindus. By 2 o'clock, request has gone to the central government for airlifting of the army because Gujarat borders couldn't send the army. That same night, army troops land, 28th February itself, they land. George Fernandez, the then defense minister, lands in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad, meets Modi at night. By morning, George Fernandez, as defense minister, is deploying the army personally through riot areas. If Modi was not interested in controlling riots, would he have called the army? In Assam, 4 days Assam burned. And though army was stationed there, nobody called the army. Did you ever say that? Did you ever tell the people that Modi asked Digvijay Singh as Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh to send enforcements, police and additional forces, Maharashtra Chief Minister, Rajasthan? I'm just saying, he talked about his book on elections, I talked about my book, and why I had to do course correction. Now the point that I'm trying to make is, it's even today not true that pro-Modi voices dominate on media. It's simply not true. I can do an analysis of those 12 years. How many so-called there was hardly anybody pro-Modi. You became a persona non grata. My own colleagues had stopped talking to me. Because why? Because I went to Gujarat and studied and presented a counter view. So many people have declared me an untouchable. I mean, I never, when you went around peddling your version, we never abused you in the way that I've had to face abuse. You're not willing for a counter. So challenge me on facts. I can challenge you on many of your facts. Instead of calling it, no, but it was a personal attack, Prabhu. Hagiography. Just tell me, where am I wrong in my facts? Yes. But Rajdeep can't pretend he goes for shades of grey. It's from acknowledgements. Extract from acknowledgements. This book would never have been written had Sonia Congress and its comrade in arms, the communist parties, especially the CPM, not deployed their best political brains to devise the most sinister strategies to fabricate a whole demonology around Narendra Modi. This book would never have been written if the Congress and its allies had the courage and integrity to fight Modi politically on genuine issues rather than using hirelings for destroying their prime challenger through character assassination and trial by innuendo, with the single-minded aim of toppling his government in Gujarat and prevent his rise to power at the center. This book would never have been written if one had not seen the rhetoric of secularism being used as a mask to cover mafia operations and all manner of crimes by the leading politicians and public figures of India, had political parties claiming to be secular not employed their choicest stalwarts to spew venom against Modi as their primary occupation for the last 12 years. I would not have felt compelled to undertake the study of post-2002 Gujarat if the most eminent among print media and TV journalists not become brazen megaphones of the smear campaign against Modi engineered by the Congress-CPM combine, if the 24/7 TV news channels had not made it possible for ordinary citizens to see how political discourse is distorted and partisan agendas made respectable, if the obsessive nature of hate chants by hysterical TV anchors for the last 12 years not created widespread revulsion and forced me to probe into the well springs of their paranoia. I would not have taken on this work with such fierce determination if I had not seen prominent voices within the academic establishment become willing accomplices in subverting democracy through a systematic misinformation campaign and outright lies under the pretense of fighting communalism. My task was made harder by the fact that many of them are my old friends and colleagues, but they shunned and slandered me as though by going against their view of things, I had committed heinous crimes.
My question has not been answered yet, but I will leave it to the audiences to sort it out, because it's a kiss and tell model. But the question is, whatever we discuss today, literature is a good story or good literature. That's the difference between, because are we telling stories or are we writing literature? That's the difference one we have to say, because we are now producing more stories rather than good literature. And when the people come later on in the sessions, I think they will tell us what is the difference between story writing and what is literature, because I don't know, because I'm not a person who can be clubbed as a literary person. So thank you very much for all of you giving us an interesting debate. Madhu, very good, because people enjoy this kind of fight. That is what India makes a great democracy. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, that was an engrossing session. I would now request the editorial director of the New Indian Express, Mr. Prabhu Chawla, to present mementos to our panelists here as small tokens of appreciation. Well, I know it's the selfie age, but I think we can have a lovely group photograph. Yeah. All is well that ends well. Thank you so much. I would like to mention here that we have a special book stall available downstairs. It's set up by Oxford, which is our festival partner. And yes, for this particular session, the books are available outside, so you can buy them and get them signed by the authors. That's a privilege for all the book lovers here. Talking about partners, I would also like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors for the event. Gold partner, Wave and Balisor Ispat Alloys. Silver partners, Tata Steel, MGM Group, S&M Group, Oil India Limited, GAIL India Limited. Associate partners, SR Rungta Group, Nalco, Paradip Port Trust, Mahanadi Coalfield Limited, Odisha Stevedoors Limited, and JSPL. Hospitality partner, Mayfair Hotels. Radio partner, 92.7, Big FM. Outdoor partner, Team. And like I had just said, book partner, Oxford. Ladies and gentlemen, we take a break for 40 minutes, but do come back. We have some very interesting sessions lined up, so see you in a short time.